And I just remember walking away from it, and I looked at my phone and I said, I did it for us, man. I did it for us, Lil J. And that was all I needed for me, because that moment for me, my life has just been clear ever since. And I always put everybody else first.
Me too.
And I never put myself first.
Never.
You know,
I know.
and I've tried to love everyone that's came in my life. Everyone. Like the best way I could. Not to say that I know what love is or I know what these things are, but the best way I know how. And I always got the short end of the stick. And for this one time, in this one place, I chose myself. Our world, our people, they need to hear this shit.
Absolutely.
Let me say this. I tell guys a lot of time, and what y'all have to understand, and the way that I coach people based off of traditional principles, but we translate it into modern times, right? So I still think that men are supposed to be men and women are supposed to be women. The difference is that women should not be trying to operate on the exact same line as men because you are not a man, right? I believe traditionally in the nature of people is still the same regardless of the fact that we are in 2023, meaning that a man's purpose is a man's purpose. And so him doing everything in order to make sure that everybody else is happy around him is misguided. You got to be selfish before you be selfless. But a woman's purpose, especially when she's in a relationship or a marriage specifically, is dedicated to her family so that she can create the space for the man to be able to operate in the space that he's supposed to be in. Meaning that there is no 50-50, I need 100% of you, right? And when I get 100% of you, and based off of where I'm going, because I'm going to take you places that you could never imagine, you are then the beneficiary of what it is that I've built or my greatness. So you're the one that's going to benefit the most from it. So when I see people or women acting like they're doing you a favor by getting on your program and being 100% into whatever it is that you're doing, that's what you're supposed to do. That's your God-given, ordained nature of what you're supposed to be. Anything outside of that, especially if you're married, if I see a woman that's talking about she got a partner versus having a husband, I know she's outside of her purpose, and you don't know what it means to actually be in a successful marriage. So when I see women say it versus when I see men say it, it's a completely different way in which I'm taking it.
Absolutely.
Like they need to know
Absolutely.
that, you know, that you don't have to be stuck in this place, that this trauma and this pain and all these things want us to
We're
be stuck
supposed to
in.
be living joyful
joy.
lives. Women are supposed to just be able to be feminine and soft, still be in your power, still be successful, still be mothers, professionals, famous, whatever it is. We can be all of the things, right?
We throwing a little bit too much in there. Because let's be clear, you are still in a relationship with somebody else, and so you can't just do what you want to do when you want to do it. It's a program, and it's an objective that we're trying to achieve together. When you are in a marriage, you're making a sacrifice of what you think makes the most sense for what's best for the team, but we gonna blow up and we gonna absolutely enjoy this thing because it's gonna be much greater as a result of us being together, and we can accomplish a lot more together if we both on the same page. But and I'm not saying that you need to get rid of your individuality, but if you so focused on you, and then you think that I'm supposed to also be focused on you, then what space do I have for me? Just curious.
Right.
And men should be able to be loving and not feel like they're gonna get emasculated or these things, because, and I just feel like if everybody took the time to look inward and to work on themselves
in an honest way.
You have to be honest. And I just feel like if we can do that as a people, we'll be in a better space. And I think for me, it's risking a lot because, you know, anybody that would have been in my position that would have been thinking for self, and I think it's
There's
success.
no way they would have.
Mr. 17.5 need to go and get him an actor role. I'm just going to say that. Finesse is real, though. I love it, though. I like it.
Success when you accomplish what I accomplished. That's success.
The breath.
Yeah.
Success is for yourself. Significance is what it's about, others. And I'm in a significant space right now.
I don't know that I've ever had a conversation like this.
I feel you, and I understand what we doing right here. But I'm just saying, like, the deep talk, that's not really me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more of a cut and dry. What are we talking about? What is this in reference to? Like, when I got to do what's making the most sense, and because I don't, I'm not a Erica Badu vibey trying to figure out. I am a straight up cut and dry. Now I believe in catching vibes as far as we chilling, we having a good time. But when we having a conversation, this touchy feely trying to speak in parables, metaphors, similes, and all of that. I'm a cut and dry type of guy. I'm trying to understand exactly what's being communicated right now. And maybe it's because I'm a C student, but I'm just not that deep. I'm just not that deep.
This with any man.
Oh, wow.
So for you to say the words but still have this very masculine presence
Right.
is kind of nice, because it's like it goes against what I think women will be like, he's soft, I don't want, because
Right.
there are women out there that don't want that.
1,000%.
I don't understand that. I think you want the balance, right? I think women want leadership. They want to feel protected.
Do they want leadership?
Well, it depends on the woman.
Right, yes.
Depends on the woman, right?
Right.
And it depends on where you're leading me. Because if you're leading me someplace where I don't want to go, then no.
Right.
We're not doing that.
Right.
But if I trust you,
Well, where does the trust come into play?
well, you got to know each other. You got to be, you.
So you didn't know each other before y'all had sex, before y'all started to live together, before y'all started to be in the same place. You didn't know what the vision was. You didn't know what he was about. You didn't vet effectively. You didn't understand how he treated his mother. You didn't know what he did with his money. You didn't see what he was trying to do professionally. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean if you're leading me into a place that I don't want to go? If you're with somebody in a relationship, or you're married to them, or you're engaged to them, or you're having children with them, how can you do all of that stuff without actually understanding exactly where you want to go? Honestly, for me, it just sounds like an excuse for you to be able to make an exit out of a situation that you don't necessarily like at that particular time. But that's just me on the outside looking at it.
And to know each other, you have to be transparent,
Absolutely.
open book.
Are you able to forgive?
I started with myself, my mother, some people in my family that some foul things happen. As family, those things should happen, but I don't know how you forgive somebody who had a malicious intent.
So in that moment where you are trying to really work through your own trauma, is it safe to say that it's healthy to say, that person is where they are, I need to leave them there and forgive them exactly where they are and still love them where they are?
Well, I can say this. I've been through some shit.
I'm not laughing. I'm just like, with the way you said that. No, I'm definitely laughing because of the way you said it.
Right now. See what I'm saying? This is why we can't open up.
This is why men can't open up.
This is why I should say shit.
I'm laughing because of your face when you said it. Was I want to know what I know.
I've been through some shit, and I've been through some shit with people I really love.
What's the worst thing someone's ever done to you?
I mean, left me in my lowest. I thought I'd take care of him the whole time. Like, crossing me out. I mean, try to line me up, get me knocked off.
And again, I don't understand all of the different things, because this could be in reference to anybody. This could be in reference to people that you grew up with. It could be in reference to somebody in your family. It could be in reference to the person that you're divorcing from. And so, listen, but I get it, though. I feel it. So, they don't want to say no names or anything like that. They don't want to reference anything. But then at the same time, we know what they're talking about sometimes, or maybe not. So you don't know necessarily how to apply it. So I'm going to just leave it at that. And I want to know what you guys think about this whole interview. I do, and I will say that it seems as though women are unforgiving, 100% unforgiving, as though he's asking for your forgiveness in particular, but rather just saying that, yo, I still rock with y'all and I still want to continue to have a conversation, which is one of the reasons it seems as though he's doing this right now, in addition to the fact that he's promoting whatever it is that he got going on. But I think that forgiveness is important, but you still have to make sure that you're not getting yourself lined up again and repeating the same mistakes and not learning the lessons that God wants you to learn as you continue to go through things, right? So forgiveness is important, but I'm curious as to what you guys think, especially about the Nia Long part where she's saying, if I don't want to go where you lead me, that was weird to me because it's like, I don't understand why you with him in the first place if you don't really understand where he leading you. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about this whole thing. Just wanted to give my thoughts on a couple different parts, or those parts in particular. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I love y'all. I appreciate you. Looking forward to reading y'all comments. I'm out.